Hello, teacher. Today we're talking about Subaru STI and Subaru STI. I'm sharing my thought on this 2019. STI is a series race visual edition. It's entirely extended STI with a few exclusive features as we get closer to the most anticipated next. Uh, Generation STIM are considering whether to wait for that car or go with one like this one that is tired and two with no shares or surprises. Now, I'm genuinely sure as to everyone's opinion on this, so let me know in the comments section if you feel like waiting for the next game is no trainer of if there a case to be made for this car right here, I will let you know my opinion later in the video. While this is 2019, everything I cover in terms of performance is the same on the 2020 models as Subaru's only make vary in insignificant change. It is essentially the same car. This particularly STI is one of only 150. So if you one one is won't be easy to find outside the calibers or finishes. The silver and the tires get is cooler black finish 19-inch. Rim now this car will lower a little bit, but the honor and also has 20 millimeter wheel special to widen the stand, but even so it's still Rovidius. Plenty of ground limits for a sport car, something you don't see much in. This car single is how the start is how this STL was prepared with NVIDIA and one racing car paper without resonator. So this car is much louder than it would be with stock style system. But obviously that's a matter of reference reference. And you can see if you want to fly for light you all have to get them after the first age. They no longer come standard, but about them you have steering responsive headlight. I'm a big fan of the design of this innovation STI and while it's never been a big fan of a wing on a car, the one on STI really blew. A meter only that is functional at high speed. So I'm on board with this. From that to the host cup, there's no coefficient in this guy with another, and it's impossible not to look. But as you walk away from this STI, it only up to stay one with uh, and uh, and it comes with a special body kit and aerodynamic improvements. Despite the Subaru numbering challenges racing car, the 5.7-inch winter body almost Subaru to settle chatty by all that 6-inch. The front vent have cooled the motor, while the rear vent have uh, released air and clears the front purple carbon fiber roof and lace polymer are also raising its spirit. The level on bus number is the only test bus selection to master best station on the path S209. Bus will be paid by Rambo, a brake, a fusion supercharged, silver coils, green 20 mm, rear strut and new bushing, the uh, chassis and hard before and track Subaru say is used a control tone that improves body, uh, a body stiffness while still being unable to function. Uh, to function uh, again for less loading price. Also 90 in BBH forget wheels and ride develop and uh, engine cup in tech uh, cup in tech shaft mat to mark with hay and IAG air oils shape parameter with test rank case raise containing oil and removes that oil so that is the doesn't not always you your intake system which can cause serious is still is used if a breakage the look of traditional enzyme bay charted by plastic and uh, yeah I'm looking at your and I look at WRS or STI differently comes out uh, the enzyme even scope look vision the F once you start modeling and making is your hour the possibilities are unless the most commitment feature with a very late third moment intercooler with of course make use of the economic wood scope the rest of the components here are readily accessible so adding most to this engine can certainly be within the level of the spirit of the weekend. The Chinese provide the most controversial aspect of the STI is ensuring power lane the EJ257 engine in the STI aside from minor track to the ECU and some revision to the short block over the years. It's been the same to that 5-liter buzzer engine since uh, 20 hours for this is one of the reasons that actually I guess to drive a full economy by 30 standard coming at 17 miles per gallon in the city and 22 on the highway via truckware is at um, 400 400 RPM and P power isn't until 600 RPM, which means the SDI isn't on. Therefore, unless you're hiding the gas has with and off wasting a lot of gas. But if you buy this car, you're really not gonna care much because the tailor made it more than what it back when you notice this enzymatic and abrasive 300 horsepower and 300 foot power of software fast forward to 2019 and 2020. The STI 3010 horsepower and to 90 foot power of software. That highly noticeable difference. Now, of course, this is a really safe power output uh, and for power others uh, for this car that can add a long healthy life to the engine if you manage not to add much more power than uh, double adding power is easy and once you get a taste, it's because difficult to identify a shell stopping born over the years. The STI has seen a share of issues from the Greenland failures to inadequate lubrication of the brain shaft, leading to a couple of lawsuits. But 2019 has Congress based on a better time and revis- re- revises this gear on of this increases the performance of the car and should also have the engine last longer. Um, and the interest of the SDI and rural WWRS uh, performances which are fairly comfortable in interrupted steering wheel that's already much the worst medicals that you can use it to run the start. We will only get headed often because it will weekly uh, um, really well with anti and person button start then let me to focusing green that can be customized to show useful information like your bus virtual bus uh, there was you can online discover addresses not only to show you other engine parameters that can water source to because of the stream. Ensure adequate WRS tank thankfully no Apple and can Android to Macom standard but use quality is rarely adjusted depending on how much you present good shouting music in your bracket. You can just get an OEM alert and lay teacher break or get a gear with hammer counter sound system from the factory or you can just install your out sound system for foreshadowing. Last morning I had converted this template and all the videos so my only show question. Uh, a sports car when you're behind the wheel, you feel very much in control and over and over decided can be makes you feel conducted can see everything about someone in order my video sharing experience. The SDI vessel and I think that's perfect word to describe it. They answer to number of engine and somewhat break nature of the trouble boost even the steering high retain hydraulic function unlike the real WRs with electronic which means that there is direct connection between the driver and the car during turn this feel very different. Nice having driving the real WRs for the past 3 years the series brake come with a built stand special that feel nice and firm. If you decide you want to add a power state, one cause you need to be able Windows uh, everyone will will be will um, one better fuel economy or when the most retainer driving and driving uh, not what I mean doing, but not everyone will feel that way, and cause not everyone will be prosperous by the level of cabin noise. Some people application that in a sport car myself, I think the less rap noise make eating the better. A leaner you'll be able to heat the engine the intake without time. Work for it eventually the car will develop water. So if you shall roof and water roof right up the but you will be much happier in the long run there. To prominent prominent feature you will not find in the regular speed manual WRS, and that's the driver control center differential and the SI drive most although the SI drive most do make an appearance in the CVT version of the car. The driver control center uh, uh, control center fall between the front rear wheels uh, buses based on your driving condition. Uh, uh, Thankfully, the gender different have fully automated modes that take the gears were out on lowering the computer to set the power distribution. Without driver input, you can eat out to large in incrementally send more power front-to-air traction or auto send it to the rear for better connecting once you get comfortable and we're more. And want to follow his build, make sure you check out his Instagram. He will put on the info in the video description. Uh, and these are the following is similar video of the vehicle safety system. And the system proactively distributes the vector software to the wheels. And next, and electronic pilot system VDC. So thank you for teacher my listening. Thank you.